That's dumb as hell. So I just submitted a trade in success, and the point value look crazy, but they are only 5 points difference. I don't know how that's gonna make y'all vote. The point value is crazy. Like it's like 261 to 950, but it's an 84 overall wide receiver and an 89 overall DT. 24 and 26. They both normals. Shannon Sharp been out here showing his daughter off, and that motherfucker is fine.
We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Cleveland Browns and the Arizona Cardinals. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
That was well played there defensively. Two tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Watson. And he fires one is intercepted. And the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football.
Brandon, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, this guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That good for 19 and a first down.
Let's go. Hey, hold you.
Be the guys then.
They'll keep it on the ground. Wallace. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly win with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
Here's 2nd and 8.
No!
An interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost, and now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you could almost hear the collective gasp on the sideline as he could not come up with that football.
Black shot. Seal, black. You, yellow.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And now out is the Cardinal field goal team here. This from 25 yards out. And this one is right through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. And they'll be looking to make amends for that first drive, which came to a rather abrupt ending.
Certainly did. And I remember going back to my notes before this game, and a lot of times when I scout a guy, I have a little section about how does he handle adversity. And in this case, a big check mark. He may have thrown the first interception, but I don't think he's going to throw very many more.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. But no matter your experience level as a quarterback, you throw an interception on that first drive, maybe a little shaken up. Nice response there to get their first down.
I think you make an excellent point. I don't care who you are. You throw an interception, it's going to get to you a little bit. But the ones that we've seen that were the best, you never notice it. They don't come to the bench, throw their helmets, they don't do any of that. They just go back out the next drive and act like it never happened. And that's what we're seeing here.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Watson's throw taken in by Hockenson here. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms, but I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on 3rd down, a 3-and-out. Something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Watson now to throw. He finds Pierce. It's complete. He's going to have the first down and then so. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A big play that time on the catch and run. 34 yards.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
They'll come out in the pistol. Chubb is into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. So, partner, it was a passing game that drove him down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took him home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Take it in at the 3.
Hearing those two projects next to each other. But I'm not mad at that. The downs, to me, the down was really good. Yeah, I definitely worth the wait. Worth the wait. But I definitely hear, but I definitely hear Kanye's this project. Yeah, maybe of course we always know Travis to be a Kanye baby. He would admit it as well. But this one was by far.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And their dreams of an undefeated season shattered with the loss a week ago. Now, look, whenever an undefeated team goes down, you always hear some say, well, they needed that. I don't know, Charles. Is that a narrative that you buy into?
Well, I haven't met a coach yet that feels like they needed that loss. You know, that's not something that they're in favor of. But I do know this. People like us, our colleagues, all of us in the media, constantly hammering a team that's undefeated. Hey, do you think you can do it the whole season? Can you carry it the whole way? That does wear down a group, and sometimes that loss, get us off your back, you can move forward from there.
Don't get me wrong,
3
Travis
yards
did rap
on
on
that
this,
last
and
carry.
I
Here's 2nd and
applaud him
7.
for trying to rap as much as he did on this project. Whereas Astro World, I think, had less rap.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw.
And he doesn't sound bad doing
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Browns. That's probably bringing back nightmares of last week, isn't it?
No doubt about it. Right now, I'm looking over at the coaching staff, and I'm seeing the wheels turning in their heads. And you know what is happening? They're remembering how they started the season in camp, even in the offseason where they emphasized ball security, and they're wondering why the message isn't sinking in.
Yeah, 5 turnovers last week, now 1 here in the opening quarter. The Browns drive about to get started. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They run it again with Chubb. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Watson on 3rd down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
For a team who came in here on a healthy winning streak, we're seeing some uncharacteristically bad play thus far. And that streak is definitely in jeopardy if this offense keeps giving the ball away and can't mount a few drives of their own.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They'll try and start this drive in the air. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It'll be an Arizona 1st down on a gain of 17. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Drake. Specialty. Or about push it to. Because he keeps sending the shot.
Smash! Smash!
Drake.
They'll run on
This is
first
only
down.
Travis Scott
It's
song.
Wallace, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The Cardinals at 6-1 now through 7 weeks of the season, and they coming off their very first loss of the season, suffered a week ago.
So now we can all take that chasing the 1972 Dolphins and take it and throw it right out the window, right? But let's face it, not many teams talk about that or even have interest in it. All they want to do right now is bounce back after that loss.
Somebody go get him,
Pass
bitch.
play there, but it's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Okay, right?
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. They'll drop the throw. And that is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
And now out is the Cardinal field goal team here. He hit his first, now this from 43. And his kick here is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit.
Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. That kick return TD is 98 yards in length. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 8. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offensive coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit.
Dude, that's amazing.
Man, complete. Touchdown, Cardinals.
But this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on the heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Like 95. That play worked. Okay. Got it.
One play and into the end zone. So we're back to a 1-point game now as the
I run it too. No shame on you.
fielded just outside the goal line.
Did you see me back to DBS?
20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not a close game in the fourth quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, you know, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
And he will step out of bounds all the way down at the 5-yard line. A big play that time for Cleveland. 41 yards.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown right to him to shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Second down and goal. Watson steps away. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Donovan Peoples-Jones. His fourth touchdown on the year. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 8. York ready, and here we go as he sends this your way.
I understood coming in that. Not to say this for
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now a play fake here on first down.
Do we know that
He's going to rifle one deep left side. Touchdown! What a first half. He is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Randy, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. But let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. You've got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every play.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. And the points, they have come fast.
You can't. Like when Drake bought that, I thought it was cool because
money. The ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking my replacement may get an opportunity.
Money doesn't matter.
Your head better be on
I would do the same thing if I had the money Drake did and froze like game
for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to
can't melt that
down to disrupt these offenses, and typically one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10.
Well, like 2 days before, it dropped, and it came on this meltdown.
Faking the give.
And one producer we were talking to, I thought he was going to talk about melting down that microphone.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Cards are going to take possession of the football. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship,
it's him. It's messy.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect you to go to the locker room ahead of time, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Denzel Ward, the number 4 pick in the 2018 draft, making the tackle from his corner spot.
Everyone's focused on
no
the
doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback. They also have to have interest in the running game as well. They did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Ron, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with, some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now.
NERD chain meltdown shit. Yeah, I don't know. See that type of shit. I don't pay attention.
The Cardinals on third down.
Shit like that is that's real beef. I don't get it about that. Also, I'm going to go ahead and disagree with Drake. If you hire some goons to come to my show, and my security washes them, that's a stat to me. That is a stat to me. Yeah, if you hire goons to come fuck up my show and my security puts them in the hospital.
Left sideline, it's complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Cardinals are once again back in front.
Drake to run around like a
down the middle. They'll make this a 6-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
That, like, and we don't know that Drake hired those people. I mean, we can
outside the goal line.
Yeah, but even
if here, he's past the 30.
You know, one could ponder it.
And how about that return? As he's all the
way inside the
20-yard line.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
After the run, Watson going to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Man, I'll stay away from that man.
Simmons picking it off. And the Cardinals are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. 74 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
2nd and 2. And
Man, what's he
incomplete on the
jumping for?
deep ball.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. On 3rd down, Wallace. And blocked down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
Back ready. Check Fury. Strike it.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, that's into a double team. It's intercepted. And the Browns will take over possession here up at the 44. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
After the interception, here's Watson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Chubb running right. Had a great strong move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on third down. Back to throw, Watson.
That's a kick.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Marco Wilson. And the Cards are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
There's no
I
reason
think
for
you
you
and
to
I
run
were a
that
little
right there.
surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. And this one is incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw.
Oh my God.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 22 yards there, a first down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running and catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Red, sniper, jackrabbit.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
Back to throw again. Going long here for Wallace. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Strike, check, strike. Check, huh?
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. So we've reached halftime here on Halloween. And trust me, kids, if you had to look at Charles Davis every game, you'd think every day was Halloween. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. From the 6. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. So that's a solid start to the second half. You come out of the lockers losing, thinking you're kicking it away, not going to have it, but boom, the fumble, they get it right back.
I don't know whether they even drew that up on the board or was it just said, but they had to have it. They needed a spark to get them going here in the second half, and they got it right away.
Chubb with a first down carry as he'll get about 3 out of it. Make it 2nd and 7
No
coming
fucking
up.
way I got ran
I have to
down
think
by
a major
8
focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, you
on
pointed
that
out to me
breakaway.
at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain
Yeah.
blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level.
Oh, all right.
Secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Yeah,
Pick up only
but
a
I
yard
saw the
there, and it'll leave
fucking,
them with a
I
3rd
saw the
and 7.
fucking,
I'd say they've got to find a way to get
the
him
shit
going.
on
He's such a
Isaiah
big part of their
Simmons. I mean,
offense. I wonder
on
if they might
Hutchinson.
throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Now Watson. This is caught. Touchdown, Browns. Donovan Peoples-Jones. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Browns are an extra point away now from moving out in front. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will put them on top here in the 3rd. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 3. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Cardinals. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Ritter will throw for it, and that is caught for the 2 points. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'll be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
Yeah. They're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
And Chubb will try the middle here. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. And now here is another interception. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Cardinals will have solid field position here as they take over
got my
at the
receivers
45-yard
all kind of
line.
bundled up.
Yet another interception. I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it. And sometimes...
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Logan Hall able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
Let's go.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
They're
going to look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. D'Angelo Malone able to record his 5th sack of the season.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
Though certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up.
Hey, go steal. Check, smash.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. It's
Nigga,
caught
like,
the
how you
25.
getting this?
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Give them maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game. And
well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time. And the Browns are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 2nd and a couple.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one as a receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Third and 2, Watson. He's got his man, T.J. Hawkinson. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they get 5 there on 3rd
my
and 2.
best player today, ain't it?
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Chubb on the counter, and it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Here's Watson. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Watson's throw into the hands of Peoples-Jones. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. Second and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Good cover, bro.
That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A real letdown defensively. That was
I gave you credit, yo.
But they allow the conversion. Offense just continues to reign supreme. Big plays, both sides, back and forth. Tough to keep track of.
It certainly is, and I'm over here just marveling at what I'm seeing. It's tough for you, though. You got to call all these big plays and have all this emotion each time they go at each other.
Yeah, he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. 2nd down now.
Good.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Him right there,
and it's been like
he needs a game ball.
Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
God damn it.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 11. A shotgun snap for Watson. Throw left side complete. That's Mitchell. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 14. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, Watson. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. Touchdown! Nick Chubb with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Browns go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point.
My controller back.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away.
Or it needs to be readjusted or whatever. I don't know. I gotta look it up.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Ready?
On 2nd down now, it's Wallace. The recipe's pretty simple, I think.
Like y'all said, it's not just about being big, you know.
Don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Okay, ready?
Here we go, 3rd and 1.
Come
Gun
on,
check
man.
time on both sides.
Hey, hold on, bro.
Opposite.
Yeah.
They'll keep it on the ground. Wallace. He needed a yard. That's exactly what he got. Earns him a new set of downs.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there. Gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time.
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think as a running back in this spot, you have to understand there's not going to be a whole lot of room to run. And in this
I'm
case,
trying to find the controller that
takes
works.
precedent over trying to make something happen.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
White. Check you. Ready?
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side.
You
And he
bitch
knocks
ass
the
nigga.
ball away, and it falls incomplete.
After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Ready?
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Hey, go steal. Set.
Looking to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Ready? Break. Check smash. Ready.
4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field.
So finally, at this stage of the game, he lets his legs carry him for a big-time first down. But I think this is all set up by his eyes throughout the game. He's been taking it all in as he's watched this thing unfold. And finally, the eyes carried the legs and took him downfield.
You're right. His longest run of the game waited until the 4th quarter, and maybe that lulled the defense to sleep a little bit.
Here we go.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a give right side. It's Wallace. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Boy, 194 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game.
Smash. Set.
On 1st down, Wallace. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines,
Here we go.
we take a break. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Strike. Check strike.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Wallace, and he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And with that, the lead is up to 8. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. Fielded just outside the goal line. Now on the return, oh no, the ball is loose. And the Cardinals have got it going the other way. And they'll be inside the red zone with a ball at the 16-yard line.
As that ball got away from him, and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he heard all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. Fielded just outside the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Browns drive about to get started. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
Yeah, we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
I don't know. They said throw out a pick. I thought.
Today, if you like points, a lot of them went on the board. Offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither